Hello there and welcome back to another Thunderous Productions video. I'm the madman behind the mic, Jagthunder, and this is Minecraft. And welcome back, guys, another Play with Thunder episode. I believe we are on episode 26. The last one that we did, we are still on the Enterprise. This is going to be a goddamn retirement project. It's a huge build. It's just amazing how much time this takes. But, you know, I do have other things that I've been working on. If you've been following the channel, you see I've got the USS Missouri sitting over there. The tutorial should be coming up here in a few weeks. I've just got to find a little bit of time to start getting it put together. There's the little E and the other battleship. And the Build It Better world is really shaping up nicely. So anyways, last time we was on the ship, I believe we were on the bottom deck. And we was looking at the magazines and the mess decks. And I got all that kind of tidied in. The last thing that I worked on was about a week or two ago. I've been really busy outside of YouTube, guys. Sorry, it's been a while, but I'm trying to get some stuff done again. But it's where I'm at now, and I think I'm trying to figure out where the fuck I'm at. I've put in, I've changed the passageway here, going down the left side. I think I made it run all the way down through, and I put some extra passageways coming off of it. This goes down to the lower deck. The mess decks is where it comes out at. If we try to remember back, way back when, this is the aft mess deck, and that's the aft berthing area where I stayed when I was in the Navy. So anyways, I said I would have to come up here, and this is where the showers and the heads, or restrooms, whatever, we're at, but because of the design of the ship and the size of the blocks, I couldn't put it here. So I had to go up one more floor, and is what I did. I've got some showers in just to the right of those stairs, and they go all the way down through here. Real simple design, nothing special. What'd I do? I was gonna say, did I put 3 guys in one shower? That's a little fucked up, Jag. Anyway, no, there's one shower, and then I got some lights in there just because it got pretty fucking dark. So I got a couple showers here, and then also 2 down the right hand side. I've got a couple more showers, and I've got some wash bins, sinks, and I wish we had some mirrors. That would be pretty cool, but we don't, so whatever. Over here, this is some stairs going back down to that main passageway that we just looked at a minute ago, and then we go over this way, and I've got some shitters in. There's some shitters. I don't have any doors on them. Not all of them had doors. Most of them had doors. It depends on if they ripped them off or what fucking happened. But most of them did, I think, have doors. I just haven't gone back and put doors on here yet. So there's the crappers, and then we work our way forward some more, and we go up again. All right, and this goes into the catapult system, which we took a look at either, I think, in the episode before or the episode after. And then the small area above the hangar bay, I've started laying that out, and I've got some long passageways. There's nothing in here yet. There's a couple that cross over to the other side. Let's see, that goes... It's getting to the point now where Jag is starting to get lost. It's a big fucking ship. And when I was on the ship, when I first got there, it was just absolutely fucking mind-blowing. The first time you ever walk up on something of this size, words, you can't even put words in your mouth, or I can't even come up with words right now that explain just how massive this thing is. And I've had a lot of people ask me, Jag, did you get lost on the ship? Was it confusing? Yeah, for several months it was very confusing. Trying to figure out, where everything was. The first day I checked in on the boat, and I actually went over to the boat. I couldn't find my check-in area, so I was actually late the first morning and had some extra PT duties because of it. So yeah, there's a lot of compartments, a lot of spaces, and if you've never been on a ship, there's markings on the bulkheads that kind of give you an idea of where you're at. And I think I went over this in the Battleship, and that's the bird behind me. Still got him. About another week or two, and then he'll be gone. There's markings on the bulkheads, and like I said, I think I went over this in the second part of the Battleship tutorial. It marks out the location of the where you're at on the ship, in reference or, you know, relevance to the center line of the ship. So everything port, which is left of center line, and everything starboard, right of center line. And I believe all the odd numbers are on port, evens are on starboard. I can't remember right now. I'm brain shit. But anyways, it's a 3-digit number, 4-digit number. It's got as you go out, each bulkhead is a number. So starting at center line is 0, and like I said, if it goes port, like I remember, is evens. The very first bulkhead out would be 2, and then 4, and 6, and 8 from center line, and then going the other way would be 1, 3, 5, and 7. So that's the first number. So you'll at least know if you're port or port or starboard of the center line. And then the next number is the forwardmost bulkhead in that area. So if this was the forwardmost bulk area of this passageway, this would be frame number, probably, I don't know, we're pretty far aft, maybe 170, maybe 150, somewhere in there anyways. So you have like, it'd be 02, 150, and then dash Lima, or L, or, you know, whatever the space contains. Ammunitions would be M or X, I believe. So that lets you know. Oh, and what deck you're on too. Fuck, did I just mess that up? Go watch part 2 of the goddamn Battleship tutorial. I explained it a hell of a lot better than I just did. But yeah, you've got a floor number, reference number is the first number, and then port or starboard of center line, and forwardmost frame number, and then what kind of space it is anyway. See, I'm still kind of goddamn confused. We're going to come up here in a minute. But anyways, oh yeah, I need to go over here. So yeah, it took me a long time to figure that out. I was confused, the numbers and where to go. And they would give me fucking numbers. You need to check in here, you know. So I'd start running through the ship trying to find these fucking numbers, and getting fucking pissed off. And I didn't want to ask anybody, but you ended up asking people anyways, because, you know, everybody's new. Everybody starts off new. You can't find anything, and you know, everybody remembers, hey, I was there one time too. So this is another berthing area up in here, obviously. So this is pretty cool. This turned out really good. This space actually worked out really good. And then I put some more stairs going down, because obviously they need some shitters up there and some showers. And usually the showers, a lot of the showers and the shitters weren't connected right to the berthing areas. They were either across the hallway or, you know, fairly close for the most part. And these stairs go back down to the main passageway where we started, and I'll just dive down there real quick. And as you can see, we're just getting further and further forward of the ship, so that this comes out right here at elevator 1. And that goes down to the second deck where the mess hall and shit is. So anyways, this goes back up into the berthing area. So there's 2 access points, a forward and an aft access point to this berthing area. And then we continue forward, and these go down to the first shitter and the heads that I fucking showed you, and then again back down to these stairs or back up. So there's, you know, a lot of everything's laid out actually a lot better than what you think it would be, even though it is very confusing. You can still get around quite easily on the ship once you get used to everything. It just takes a little bit of time. So anyways, there's the upper deck above the hangar bay again, and I will be putting some spaces up there, but I probably won't be trimming them out real heavy, just because it's only 2 blocks high, and it just doesn't really give me a lot to work with. I'm starting to get the side over here closed in beneath the big wing that comes off before elevator 1. I don't really know if there's a specific term for that section of the ship, but I call it the wing, and here it is right here. Right there, elevator 1. All right, so back inside the ship, the latest thing that I was working on, and let me find it again, was, you know, the passageways and all that shit. But I have made my way up to the chain lockers, and it's turning out really well. I've laid it out kind of fucked up to start with, and this is going to be the forward officer's mess. I open this back up. This is where I actually served for 3 months doing my transfer of duty. Here we go. Up there at the mess decks, and I think that'll be the next project after I get the chain locker in. This this shouldn't be here right now. This is actually a fuck up. I didn't realize I was this far back underneath the forward elevators for the hangar base, and I started putting in the chains back here, and fuck it. So I put the wall in. I'll come back and rip that out. So those that got the latest BIB World Save, and you're walking through here and you're like, well, what the fuck is he making here? They're floating blocks. Well, that was originally the chain locker. This is now the new chain locker, where it should be, or pretty fucking close to where it should be. That's the front of the ship, so yeah, this is where it has to fucking be now. There's the big chains, and they are very, very large. In my dedication video, farewell video, where my dad and I go down to see the Enterprise before it gets decommissioned, I've got pictures. I've got my hand over one of the chains, and it's just they're absolutely massive. And there's 2 chairs that sit right here, and I can't remember the bosun mate's name for this. You know, the aviation has like the air boss and shit like that. These are like the chain bosses. I can't remember their fucking names, but anyways, there's 2 big cylindrical objects here that wrap around the chains, and then they go down into the actual chain locker. So this is, you know, just kind of like the main chain area where the chains go out of the ship to the anchors. So I haven't figured out how to put that in yet. Somewhere through here, and again, I really don't want to put the anchors on the outside because it'll look like the ones on my first battleship, and the more I look at those, the more I don't fucking like them, and I don't really want to put the same type of anchoring system on the Enterprise, even though it would probably look a little bit better because this is such a big ship. I really don't think I want to put those on here, so I may just leave these the way they are, and maybe run the chain out and just have a chain with a circle on the end where the anchor used to be, because when they decommissioned her, they obviously they took the anchors off, and I think they're actually sending those to a museum, but I'm not 100% sure. So I've got this connected now, where this goes down to the back of the hangar bay, and I'm not sure what all's going to go up in here. I didn't really get to this area a lot when I was on the ship. I think this is more like mechanic shops, just like the one way in the aft part of the ship where they worked on the engines and stuff like that. This would be probably where the I can't remember their fucking names, gunner mates would come up here, and they would work on small arms, and the Marines would work on their helicopters and shit like that. I believe that's what went up there, but again, like I said, I didn't get spend a lot of time going to that area. And I've got 2 stairs here to the left and to the right, and this takes us back down to the mess decks area. So I've got it laid out really good. I'm moving along fairly decently on it. I mean, if I worked on this every day, I'd probably be done, but then, you know, what would be the fun of, well, I guess I could jump onto another fucking ship that I haven't done yet. So anyways, there's the magazines. We took a look at those last time. I think on the next episode, after I finish the chain lockers, I want to start working on the reactors. And I don't even have an access point to the bottom of the ship yet, because I believe I closed it all off. So I'm going to have to start putting in some more, let's see, some stairs going down. This goes to the magazines, yep. So I'm going to have to start putting in some different stairs going down so that I can get to the bottom deck. And the ship had 8 fucking reactors on it. It was the only ship ever made like that. And then they had some that had 4, and then they had some that had 2. So this was the only one of her own class, and it was very awesome. So having 8 reactors, I'm going to need all the space down on the bottom, and I'm just going to we're going to go down here and look at it real quick just to see what I got. If you guys are, you know, trying to follow along with this series, or, you know, this, you know, particular build, and you're trying to make it just like this one, we can kind of get an idea of what we're doing. Let me bust out the floor. Okay, down here. So I've got a lot of room forward to aft, and none of the space is taken, so this is the perfect area to put all 8 reactors. The engine room, and, you know, for the props and the propellers, or all that good shit way back there. So being reactors, they're going to take up a lot of space. And I know on the ship they were probably about center of the ship and working aft, and stacked 2 by 2 side by side going back. I may run mine down the center line. I may break this up and just make some other rooms down here, or just close it off so you can't even fucking see it. Not really sure, guys. Like I said, it's been a little while since I've been on the ship here, working on it. Where is my light gray wool? I want to fill that floor back in. OCD is killing me right now. Can't have any holes in the floor. I'll forget about it, and then it will always be there because I won't come back. I do want to put eventually some working tables down here for the magazines where we worked on the bombs and the missiles. But again, the biggest part of getting the ship done is getting everything where it's supposed to be. Once I get to that point, if I don't get back and finish it, I'm not going to be heartbroken. But I do at least want to get everything laid out within the next 2 to 3, possibly 4 episodes. I want to have all the main shit done. I want to come back up here. I want to throw in some quick tables, the mess lines, and get the forward mess deck completed. Like I said, all the main passageways are in for the most part. There's a couple that's got some holes here that I need to figure out what's going to go where. I want to finish the forward officers mess area and go ahead and just make some rooms above or in front of this officers mess that'll be right here. So this will probably have another floor on top of it. I'm not sure. I may just leave it open just for space reasons, just so I don't have to put some shit in. Again, just winging it, guys. That's what we're doing. I know how everything's laid out on the ship, but it's not going to be 100% accurate. It's going to be pretty close, where everything is. So you don't want to fall down in there, break your monkey nuts. That's it, guys. I mean, that's where I'm at right now. That's what I'm working on. We do need to get to the tower. I know a lot of people are waiting on the main island, and I do want to get up there too. So I don't know if I want to finish. I think I want to finish everything down below first before I come up here to the tower and work on that. That way I can stay above the main ship, and everything below deck is finished, and I don't have to worry about it no more. And I can't even remember how the hell to get up there right now. I know it's one of these passageways. I think it's this one because this one's opened up pretty good. Yeah, this is it. So, oops, up these stairs. What we have so far is just the main floor down here, and that goes out to the flight deck, and then it wraps around. And then we go up, and then I don't think we have anything. No, we have just pretty much some open rooms up here. There's not a lot to do because I'm, again, limited for the space that I have with the build. The 3-foot blocks and all that shit kind of fucks me out of things that I wanted to do to the ship. This goes out this way and around. And they're all laid out pretty much the same. And then there's a big area here. And I need to put in for the air boss and all that shit in here. And I don't think... Do I got one more floor up here? I should have one more floor. Yeah. So I've got some windows to put in up here. And do I have... I got one more. I think I got one more. Up, bitch. Yeah, okay. All right. And then we had another control tower here. Where they steered the ship actually was down on this floor. So there'd be another wall that comes across here and here. And there'll be a door that goes right about here that you can walk out onto this ledge going this way. So you can look out here. And on the real ship, this was open, and you'd have to climb up another set of stairs to get to this part. Whoops. Fuck. Jag always falls. God damn it. Up, bitch. You would actually walk up to this section right here. Or where was I down here? I forgot where the fuck I was. Actually, from down there, you could walk up a set of stairs here, but I don't have the space to put in a real steep set of stairs. I could put in some ladders, maybe. But when we get to this point, we'll worry about that. And that's where we're at. I did put some the red and white striping on the deck now, and somebody had asked back here I have a yellow stripe going down the back of the ship. On the old Enterprise, the deck markings, this was on there, and I think on the later version of the Enterprise, this wasn't on here. So what this is, guys, is center line of the runway, not center line of the ship. So that, you know, back when the older planes were landing on the aircraft carrier, they had a reference point of center line where they needed to hit the runway. I don't think I like it. It's probably going to come off just because it doesn't really look good. But somebody has asked me in one of my other videos, one of my promo videos, I think it was for the Missouri, they asked why the yellow line was there, but that's what it was for. And I'm still getting requests for the crane, yes, I know, and a lot of the trucks and stuff around the BIB world, and we'll get to that in the BIB videos, not the Play with Thunder. So that's where we're at in the Play with Thunder. That's where I want to go with this. That's the plans for the future. I am hoping by end of summer to go ahead and call this 100% complete. And again, 100% complete to me will have everything where it's supposed to be and just laid out, and I'll be real happy. All the reactors, the engine room, the tower, all that good shit, and we'll have a good complete build. So I hope you guys are having fun. Hope you're enjoying the Navy stories and everything else that goes along with this series. I'm really enjoying this build. It is dragging out. I do need to get over here to the Battleship and finish that out. The little E, I don't know if I'll ever even get inside that and put an interior. It's just got a hangar bay, and that's it. And then the submarine, that's real close to being done. And we may jump to the submarine next, so maybe by episode 28, 29, 30-ish, we'll jump to the submarine. We'll finally get off the Enterprise, and we'll work on one of the other ships. So that'll be exciting. It'll give us something a little different to look at instead of, you know, the same boat. So that's where we're at, guys. Like always, I appreciate you watching. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.